Hello everyone, Ramadan Kareem. I'm Dr. Boumediene Huda and I'd like to present to you my presentation entitled Teaching English Culture Creatively, Reading Short Stories to Enhance Critical Thinking. As for the context, today critical thinking, like all thinking, is a cultural form of thinking. It is like language. It is shaped by specific cultural requirements, needs, opportunities, and ideals. It only exists through acquiring like a new culture. Critical thinking requires psychological change in who you are, how you approach information and respond to information, change in culture. Critical thinking has been defined in many different ways. Very broad definitions include thinking which has a purpose or reflective judgment. Moreover, to think critically is to examine ideas, evaluate them against what you already know, and make decisions about their merit. Therefore, the development of thinking skills was and still is a main concern. Specifically for the EFL students at Sidi Bel Abbas University who need to enhance their critical thinking skills. We hypothesize that short stories may play an effective role in developing their thinking skills and hence developing their cross-cultural learning. Our presentation is the following points, starting by the statement of the problem and then the aim of the study. After that, the research questions and the adapted methodology. Last and not the least, the main results and their interpretations, and finally, a conclusion. As for the problematic, the EFL students need critical thinking skills to master their reading strategies. Also, their English teachers have a crucial responsibility to help students to find out the components of culture. Therefore, it is important to know that students can think critically about their personal experiences and cultural values, those of other people, and the potential conflicts or differences may cause. This critical thinking will help them to navigate and resolve potential cultural dilemmas. Our study aims to find a suitable solution or an effective tool to cultivate and develop the students' critical thinking skills, and to help the learners to be able to deal with complex issues in their studies and life. It seeks mainly to answer the following 4 questions. Why do EFL students need critical thinking skills? Does reading comprehension has any effect on the development of critical thinking? Do short stories play a role in enhancing critical thinking skills? To what extent can short stories promote critical thinking skills and cultural awareness in the EFL students' behavior? As for the methodology adapted, we used a questionnaire as a data collection tool. The questionnaire is composed of 3 sections, as you can see. Also, a pilot study is adapted in a form of pre-test, post-test, in addition to a lesson of critical thinking and its effective steps. After the experiment, the main results are as follows. So the result of this test shows that the students have a serious problem with comprehension, mainly while reading literature. The main result in the post-test indicates that most of the students were capable and have become capable to answer correctly or close to correct, thanks to the strategies adopted in Bloom's taxonomy. All in all, it was evident that providing students with guidelines such as those associated with Bloom's taxonomy of learning encourages the use and the development of critical thinking skills. Also, developing critical thinking increases students' understanding of their own and other cultures. It enhances one's knowledge of the norms, values, and behaviors that exist in cultures. In general, it could create in students self-awareness, awareness about one's own culture, and appreciation for cultural differences. As a conclusion, reading short stories was deemed as a good learning strategy for the development of the EFL students' critical thinking. Also, the critical thinking classification in Bloom's taxonomy, especially analysis and synthesis, could enhance the students' reading strategies. And most importantly, critical thinking development proved to be beneficial to the intellectual and cultural development of our learners. Thank you for your attention.